Hey guys, what's up? It's Apple Over Films here, and today I'm bringing you guys quite the special video. I'm going to be talking about Apple's special event that's going to take place a little bit more than a month from now. It tends to be mid-September, but, they could do whatever they want. They could change it. It's definitely going to be in September, though. That's without a doubt. Now, I'm going to be discussing what they're going to be unveiling, what is going to be released, when something's going to be released, and such and such. So, just to give you guys a warning before I proceed, if you are not a fan of Apple, this is your cue to click away right now. If you want to just come here so you can learn more information and such, this is the place to be, because I actually know what I'm talking about, unlike most people on YouTube when they talk about Apple special event. Although there are some good people out there who spread the news, like Everything Apple Pro, people like those, they give pretty good information. But I know what I'm talking about because I watched, they have two events. They have the WWDC, which I'm not going to go into detail on that, and then they have this special event, which is really big. I have personally watched both of them live several times, so I know what I'm talking about here. So, click away if you just came here to shit on it. Click away now. If you choose to stay and you decide you're going to comment on my video just hating, you're going to get a ban from the channel and you're never going to be able to comment again. So, on this video anyway. So, just click away now. So, let's dive right in. By the way, I have my little Apple mug and Apple hat. If you want to know where to get these two, you have to be at Cupertino, which is where their headquarters is located, and you have to go. They have a special shop right next to their headquarters where you can get these two things. And yes, I've been there, and I've also seen Steve Jobs' house where he built the Apple computer in 1970 something in his parents' garage. I've been to both places. So let's dive right in. So first thing I want to talk about is what software is going to be unveiled. Now, this is going to be important if you don't really follow up on news and you have an iPhone, iPad, iPod, or Macintosh computer. This information is important. So, the operating system that runs on all of the mobile and tablets, or iPod, whatever, if you have one of those, the operating system is called iOS. They come out with an update every year. I actually just got an update. I'm sorry, I just got a notification. Actually, let me just swipe that away because I'm going to show it off. They update it every year, and they announce the new operating system in, I believe, June. Can you stop? Sorry, guys. Do not disturb. Much better. Okay. During the WWDC, which happens in June, they will announce the new operating system for iPhone, iPad, and iPod. Last year's was iOS 8. This year's is iOS 9. You can actually, I believe the public beta has been released. Otherwise, you have to be a developer in order to get it. Now, I have both a developer account and a public beta account. I initially installed it with my developer account. Just so you guys know, I'll run through quickly what it adds on, anything that's of real importance. Basically, it adds a few things. This is very slight. The font has changed. It's very hard to see with my camera. If you look at the time, like the one looks different. It's changed. The font has changed. Other than that, the app switcher, which is when you double tap the home button, now runs on the left side. On the camera, you'll see it on the right, but it just goes through like this. And I have to say it's much nicer. I would prefer it on the right side, but whatever. So that's new. They have a battery setting, so now there's a low power mode. I don't think it's working right now on the beta, but I can promise you it'll be worth it. It shuts off notifications and it'll do whatever. Basically, if you're very low on power, you want to turn that on so that way you save as much power as possible and keep your phone alive. So I don't have any tests to show you guys on that. There's one new app and it's called News, and it replaces Newsstand. And as you can see, I have it right there. It's that red icon. Like I said, it replaces Newsstand, and you can actually get news on it. I'm not going to go into too much detail on that. Other than that, the only other big change is the size that the operating system takes. iOS 8 took up about, I think, 4 gigs of space. The beta takes up, I think, 2 gigs of space, but they said that when it actually gets released, it'll take up like a gig, which is like phenomenal. That's amazing for an operating system. That's insane. I don't know if they're doing the same thing for OS 10, which is what all of the like MacBook, iMac, that's where all the Macintoshes run. That's the operating system. Now, I don't exactly know what they changed. It's going to be called OS 10. Oh God, what is it called? It's called, I actually don't know. I'm sorry, guys. I forgot what it's called. That's going to bother me. Someone didn't do their research before uploading a video. I'm sorry, this is just going to bother me, so I'm just going to look it up right here. Macintosh. Oh, I'm sorry, yes, that's right. It's OS 10 El Capitan. They always name it after a place in California. So that's the new one. I don't really have any tests to show you guys what it does because I don't have it on my MacBook. But from what I heard, it's pretty good. It's a very nice addition, but it doesn't add too much, I don't think. Other than that, they are going to announce the next iPhone. Now, everyone on the internet is dumb about this. Like, it's super easy to figure this out. Every year, Apple releases a new phone. So all you teenage girls can stop freaking out. They do it every year. For the past, 10 years. Congrats if you just figured that out now. So every other year gets a major upgrade. And so it went iPhone 2G, I think it is what it's nicknamed, but it's really just called iPhone. Then iPhone 3G, iPhone 3GS, iPhone 4, iPhone 4S, iPhone 5, iPhone 5S, iPhone 6, and 6 Plus. That's how it works. So as you could see, they always do iPhone, iPhone S. We just got iPhone 6. So the next phone is not going to be called iPhone 7, it's going to be called iPhone 6S. Unless they are retarded and change it up, but I doubt it. So it's going to be called the iPhone 6S. It's going to be a very small edition. If you want a reference point, the amount of changes it's going to have is the same as between the 5 and the 5S. If you don't know, the 5 was the big upgrade, and then the 5S, all it did was just add a fingerprint sensor. That's it. It's rumored that basically the 6S is going to have Force Touch, which is basically the screen can sense the difference between a push and a press. It can sense the amount of force you're putting onto the screen, so you can actually do more features. This is implemented in the Apple Watch, which I should be getting in September. And to be honest, I'm not that amazed by it. I think it's pretty cool, but not a big deal. Other than that, maybe new colors, but that's it. So basically, the iOS 9 and iPhone 6 Plus will come out, or iPhone 6S will come out on the same day. That's usually late September. And I actually am not sure when the Mac OS 10 operating system is going to be released. Probably around the same time as the iPhone 6S. I would have to assume anyway. But other than that, yeah, that is all they announce. And then in October, they will announce a new iPad. I think that's their pattern, is every October. But I don't know at this point because this is actually brand new. They haven't been doing it every year. It's just this past 2 years with the Air and the Air 2, I think. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I was trying to make this as quick as possible and it ended up being like a 10-minute video, so sorry. I also wanted to say that the new MacBook is fantastic. I got to use it. My uncle has one. He didn't even tell me. He just went over to my house to fix my Wi-Fi because we just got AirPorts, which fantastic. I will do a review later on. And he was setting it up with the new MacBook, and I said, "Hey, is that the new MacBook?" And I was looking at it. The keys on it are fantastic. It is super light. The only thing I don't like about it is how you have to have an adapter now. I think it's a pretty shitty direction to go in. Like, I know that they're trying to make it as convenient as possible. Like, make it thin as possible. But the fact that it only has one port on it, yeah, that's pretty revolutionary. If you're someone who, doesn't utilize any USB ports, audio, video cables, that's just a bit retarded if you ask me. But USB-C, that's fantastic. I'm going to cut the video off here. Thank you guys for watching. Look out for Battletoads 3 tomorrow. That should be coming out pretty early on in the morning. Saturday you will see, or Monday you'll actually see my finds from an event I'm going to. I'm hoping to pick up Battletoads, a record player, and a few Beatles records. That's pretty much it. Like I said, I'm going to cut the video off here. Minecraft Snapshot 1.9 just came out. I'm definitely going to check that out ASAP. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.